So, I know some of y'all want kids, you want marriage, you know, you want a husband or you want a wife, you want your ministry to flourish, you want many, many things. You want your business to prosper, you want many things. You just want to do the will of God. Whatever it is that God has called you to do, you want to do it. You know, this year is almost over with. Yeah, 2022 is almost over with, we know. But you still have to believe in your heart without a shadow of a doubt, believing what God promised you is going to come to pass. Because just like Hannah in the Bible, in 1 Samuel 1 and 2, yeah, 1 Samuel 1 and 2, Hannah, she was married to this man, and he had another wife, so it was her and the other lady. I think it's Penai, I think that was her name. But she was able to have kids. But Hannah wasn't. She wasn't able to have any kids, you know, because God had shut up her womb. But she still believed without a shadow of a doubt that God was going to bless her with kids for her husband. You know, she believed that. And so she was, one day she was praying in her spirit, you know, praying and praying and praying and praying. Her mouth was moving, but nothing was coming out. So Eli, he saw her. And he was like, I'm not saying it verbatim, he was like, woman, are you drunk? You know, she was like, no, I'm not drunk. I'm just crying out to the Lord because I want a child. I want a child, and I'm in distress, and I'm crying out to the Lord. And I believe he's going to give me a child, and I'm crying out. And so, you know, he was like, oh, okay. So God heard her cry, y'all. God heard her cry. And like I said, I'm not saying that verbatim. But God heard Hannah's cry. He heard her crying out from within in her spirit, y'all. So y'all cry out to God. Cry out to God. Don't let nothing stop you. I don't care if you're around people who don't believe. I don't care if you're around people who wonder why you cry out and why you believe something that you can't see. Why you believe in a God that you can't see. It doesn't matter. You cry out to God. You don't have to cry out in front of people with your mouth open praying out words, because we don't want to be hypocrites no way, praying in public so people can see us and talking about, oh, she thinks she's holier than thou. No. It's a time and a season for everything under the sun. But you can always pray in your spirit. Always pray in your spirit. And God will hear you. Pray in your prayer language. God will hear you. Even the enemy don't know what you're saying when you're praying in your prayer language, y'all. So this is a prophetic word. Whoever is believing and hoping for a child, for your ministry to flourish, for your kids to start walking in the will of God, whatever it is that you believe in and praying for, whatever God has placed in your spirit, believe it. And you cry out and you believe, just like Hannah did. Don't let nothing stop you. Believe. It don't care if people call you. You don't care if people call you drunk or crazy or you look silly. Why you praising something you don't see? You keep believing and doing it. Just cry out.